At Penfolds for over 16 years and as chief winemaker since 2002, Peter Gago is an engaging blend of modesty, expertise, determination, and confidence. He's also the Wine Enthusiast Winemaker of the Year. Peter's the type of chap who loves his job, and he thinks of his people, all his co-workers, his team, as the best winemaking team in Australia, and let's face it, who could argue with the latter? Given the iconic reputation of Penfolds wines, such as the renowned Grange, Peter has maintained the highest possible standards under his tenure. His recent wines have consistently received the highest accolades in our buying guide. Peter simultaneously achieves greatness with small lots and elevates the quality of larger production wines that are increasingly popular around the world. With access to thousands of acres throughout South Australia, Peter also dabbles with new styles. Two of his recent batches, which are not scheduled for release until 2007, I'm told, are destined to enter the pantheon of great Australian red wines. So, you've heard it here. Be on the lookout for Peter's two amazing new accomplishments: Block 42 Barossa Valley, a stunning Cabernet Sauvignon, and Bin 60A, an equally stunning Cabernet Shiraz blend. These majestic reds, we predict, will rival Grange. Due to his natural charisma and enthusiasm, Peter is a sought-after educator and lecturer who serves as one of Penfolds and Australia's most articulate and passionate spokesmen. For being a consummate winemaker who respects and maintains traditions while experimenting in new directions, for being an inspiring educator, and for building a truly great winemaking team, we at Wine Enthusiast are delighted to honor Peter Gago as Wine Enthusiast's Winemaker of the Year. Peter, come on up.
Very pleased to hear that tune. And indeed, very pleased to be up here, although admittedly a little bit scared after the last presentation. Talk about putting pressure onto the person to follow. Enormous pressure, but look, it's great to be in the company of such an esteemed group of people. As I looked around the table, the wines that are being served this evening, everything put together magnificently by the Wine Enthusiast magazine. And well done, a terrific evening. I've come here this evening via South America, which is a place, sadly, I've not been to before until now. Many, many miles from Australia. When we're having our harvest, they have theirs, so we tend not to get over there. But from the heat of Peru and Argentina through to the weather of New York here this evening, lots of contrasts. And indeed, many contrasts with the wines we've been looking at this evening. Penfolds is 162 years old this year. We're a very young winemaking country. I believe Rosemount were honoured here a few years ago, but this is indeed a great honour for Australia to be here on stage in such a forum. The winemaking team at Penfolds is, well, I guess I'm heading it at the moment, but we've got a great team of white, red and fortified winemakers. A brilliant team, but not only winemakers, viticulturalists. And could I go one step further and say, no matter what we do, we cannot do enough unless the wine is actually sold at the other end of that equation. And we have here in the United States, based in the Napa, under the leadership of Scott Wise, who's doing a magnificent job in his second year heading the group, a fantastic team who convey our messages, who sell our wine and who spread the word. And we're indebted to them. As we are in the United Kingdom, in Europe, in Asia, and many parts of the world in which we sell our wine, we are now part of a global business. Penfolds is a very proud player, and we'd like to continue doing reasonably well in this country. We've often talked about the world of wine as being a very exciting one, and whilst Australia doesn't want to dominate in any sense, we do want our little bit of a share, and Penfolds is doing its best to, what shall we say, enlarge the share. We are a company that makes many styles of wines, from the more, well, I'll better not use the word commercial, more affordable wines at the bottom end of the tier through to our premium wines. And they're handmade wines, and we'd like to think that we one day will become the world's largest boutique winery in that sense. Handmade artisan wines at the top end. And our team, I'd like to think, will be able to produce the goods over a period of time. Other than thanking the winemakers, viticulturists and members of the team, of course, we couldn't do anything in this country without our distributors, and we have great distributors across the country, from Young's. Here in this city, Chalmers do an amazing job, and it's great for us when we visit a country such as this to be able to work side by side with them. But look, I won't talk too much longer. It has been a great evening, but look, I can't, Adam, Paul, convey how much this evening means to me personally and to the Penfolds team. And I'd like to thank my wife, Gail, who's accompanied me from Australia. She's put up with me for 26 years. Lots of enthusiasm, lots of support, but gee, an enormous amount of patience. Thank you, Gail, and thank you for such a wonderful evening. Thank you.